Hi, welcome to today's Tech Talk, CPA Tech Talk, and this show is all about helping CPAs and accounting firm owners or partners to scale their accounting practice with the help of technology. And today I have a very interesting and exciting masterclass just for you. And the topic is how to implement a perfect automation strategy for your accounting firm without spending thousands of dollars on expensive products and consultants. That's the topic for today, and in this masterclass we are going to learn everything you need to be able to go ahead and automate your operation. So let's dive right in. So moving forward, let me tell you upfront, you probably attended a ton of webinars, or maybe at least one in the last 1 year, right? Most webinars are done by product marketers who have never used a product in real time or in real business situation, or have the experience implementing that product or that solution to tell you how they actually tell you how you are going to transform your business. Is that right? Because I've been there, right? So I have attended those kind of webinars. If you tried the way advice following the webinar and you fail to achieve the results, it's not your fault. Trust me, I've been there. I've tried so many recommendations from webinars that I have attended and I failed. So if you are in the same boat, don't worry about it. So, but I assure you one thing on this webinar or in this masterclass, because it's going to be different. I'm going to tell you why. Over the past 14 years, I have worked with large MNCs for large MNCs like CA Technologies, Pitney Bowes, Wipro, and various roles. I mean, right from tech support to sales to software architecture. I have built and implemented these automation products for hundreds of customers. So that is my background, because I have done this. I have been in the trenches and have done it for the past 14 years. So the products I work include a ton of things, like process automation, release automation, infrastructure automation, software deployment automation, HR automation, data analytics automation. So all kinds of automation products is what I have built and worked on them and delivered them to successfully to our customers. So I need one favor from you. That's all I need in this 35 or 40 minutes of our time together. All I need is a commitment from you today that you will try what I'm going to teach you today at least once before you give up. That's all I need. And if you do that, I promise you, you will achieve every outcome that you set for your accounting practice. And I can promise you that all you have to do is commit to execute on what I'm going to show you today. So this is my biggest challenge, right? So what happens is I'm guilty of it. I have attended so many webinars, so many seminars, and we get a lot of advice. We get strategies, tools, tactics, but we never go ahead and implement, so we don't see a result. But that's gonna change today. Today I just need your commitment to be able to execute on what I'm going to share with you today, so that your accounting business is gonna transform like never before. So my biggest challenge for today is I have spent thousands of hours learning all this stuff, like learning all these automation tools and implementing them over the years. So how do I distill those thousands of hours and summarize into something that you can use immediately and put it into action? So that's that was my biggest challenge with this master class, because there's so much that I wanted to give to you, like condense. So here's what I did from my experience with all the projects I worked. What I did is I have created a framework that you can follow to clearly define your automation requirements and pick the right automation technology to achieve the results. So I'm going to give you a proven framework that will help you do everything you need to do with automation and build your business. Is that a fair deal? So you have a proven framework, you have a step-by-step guide. So if you have all the all the ingredients of a recipe and the recipe itself, wouldn't you give it a try? If I make it so easy for you to give it a try, so I guess yes, right? So everyone, we can't afford to lose an opportunity to grow our business. So this is it. So this is the opportunity for you to give something, a new thing, a try, and see if that works for your accounting firm. I'm sure it works, but yeah, I mean, you be the judge for it. So all I need is for you to give it a try. So would you be able to do that for me? All right, let's move on. So here are some results. D Square Professional Services is my accounting firm, as well as they are growing pretty fast. So the past few months I have been working with them in that accounting firm by automating all their core operations. And now their challenge was they're not able to serve their clients, right, in a proper fashion. So now they are able to serve 8 times the number of clients with the same workforce. 8 times. Imagine, like, if they have a 9-member staff, so now they are able to serve 8 times the more number of clients with the same staff. And that's the result. That's an outstanding result that we have with them. So another accounting firm in Canada is now working on automating their core services, and we are going to go live next month and expect to cut their operational costs by 40%. So that's another story that I will share once we have a success story from them as well. Question: so if you did what I share and nothing else, because we already have results, do you think it would dramatically improve your firm's effectiveness? Do you think that can happen? I guess yes. So the tougher question is, do you want to give your clients an outstanding service? Because every moment you deny implementing automation, implementing what I teach, you're actively participating in their despair. And I don't recommend you do that, because this is going to work, this will work, right? And this has worked. All you have to do is give this a try. So my goal for today is, I want to give you a proven process that you can use today to automate all your back-end operations and save thousands of dollars each year, while you turn your clients into raving fans. That's exactly what I'm going to do today. And how am I going to do today? I'm going to share you my 5-step automation framework, which I have developed over the years. And if you do nothing else but follow the 5-step framework I have developed, you are going to see awesome results. So here it is. There are only 5 steps to achieve success with any automation project, and they are: first thing is, step number 1, you have to define measurable business outcomes. Step 2, determine the automation type you want to use to achieve your outcomes. As I said, there's so many types of automations, so you have to determine which one is right for your outcomes and do it. The third one is, pick the leading product for the type of automation. So here's where a lot of people take a step back or completely give up. There's so many options in the market that you just have to spend months and weeks just trying those things and evaluating. Let's not do that. I'm going to prescribe you, like your doctor prescribes a medicine. When a doctor prescribes a medicine, you don't question, okay, is there a different brand that I can do? You just follow the prescription, right? Similarly, I'm going to prescribe a set of market leading products for different types of automation, and you just need to use them and get the results. Stop wasting time, or stop working with all these consultants and vendors, just looking at the product demos, attending their webinars. It's all useless. Being a consultant, we have seen it all. I have seen all kinds of products, and I have cherry picked a few of them just for your business or your accounting firm, that are really good for accounting firm, because they don't need any technical knowledge. So we're going to see when we get to that step. Finally, fourth step is to implement the solution. So go ahead and implement the solution. And finally, measure the results. You can't improve what you can't measure, obviously. So go ahead, and the important step is step 5 is to measure the results. I'm going to show you how to do that. So but first, so let's get dive in and see how do you write a measurable business outcome. So as the standard outcome format is, I want to grow, save, cut, dash by dash. So I want to grow my new sales revenue by 15%. Typically, I see statements like I want to reduce costs, I want to hire more people, I want to speed up hiring, or I want to. So those are all good, but how do we measure that, right? So when I am done with the project, I need to, I need to feel proud, I need to be happy that a client has achieved success. I'm all about results, and if the client doesn't achieve those results, what good am I, right? And how do I know I achieved the result? Only when I measure. So in order to measure, there should be a point A from where you are moving, and there should be a point B to where you want to get to, and the gap is covered with my help, and that's where I need to be able to measure. So the first step is to define the outcomes very clearly, and the outcome must tell you a very specific result that you want chasing, the importance of the result, and the urgency of the result that you want to achieve. For example, in this thing, if I say I want to grow my sales, like, how urgent is it, how important is it? We don't know. So if you say I want to grow my new sales revenue by 15%, we know that sales are the core for any business, and that's a high priority thing, and you know the target that you want to achieve. So the measurable outcomes is really critical. Next thing is determine the automation type. So you need to determine the type of automation that you need to achieve your business outcome. So is it process automation that you want to do? You want to do marketing automation, or do you want to do sales automation, data integration, HR automation? What is that you want to do to achieve your outcome? We need to figure that out. So that's step number 2. So before we jump into the step number 3, I have a quick story. So doesn't matter, you have a very good ingredients, and you want to know what you want to prepare, but if you change the sequence, or if you change the sequence of ingredients that you put in your recipe, it may not turn out the way you want, right? It's the same thing with automation. If you are chasing a specific result and you're automating the wrong thing, you're not going to get the result. And that's where it is really important to really understand what kind of automation you have to start to achieve the result you want. So if you are speeding up hiring process, automating the marketing, doing marketing automation doesn't really help, right? So yeah, you have to be very careful with that step. So third thing is pick the leading products. So here are the categories, right? So process automation, marketing, data integration, sales automation. There are so many others, so many other things that that I want to do, but right now let me just put it like this. So for process automation, if you want like something like really quick, that could scale as you grow, control is the right option. If you are already a Microsoft shop, then Power Automate. If you're starting new and if you don't have anything in place and you want a complete automation platform, then Steer is the no-code platform that I recommend, and we have been using and having great, fantastic results. That's for process automation. If you want to do marketing automation, then hands down Marketing Hub, now they call it Zoho Marketing Automation. Hands down, that's the product. That is all you need, and I'll show you why if you really implement marketing automation. The third thing is data integration automation. It sounds new or sounds fancy, but it's nothing but, imagine this: you have built your business like over 4 years or 5 years, and you have so many different applications, right? You have G Suite, you have QuickBooks, you have MailChimp, you have a bunch of apps, and you don't want to get out of them, right? Then how do you integrate all these things and automate and make it a single flow? You do it with data integration. You integrate the data from these different apps and seamlessly and build something that everyone can understand. And you do that with Zoho Flow. If you have Microsoft Store, you do it with Power Automate. If you have Zapier subscription, you do it with Zapier. Again, if you are totally new and you want a platform, use Steep platform to automate the data, integrate the data across the enterprise. So that's data integration. Then sales automation, I strongly recommend Zoho CRM. If that is not the case, you have Close. So both these CRMs are the best ones out there. So yeah, those are the leading products. And if you have anything that you already have set it up and not giving the results that you want, let me know and I'll help you with that as well. These are the things that are leading, and you will have the best experience with these products. That's all we can say. So the next step is to implement the automation. So I can't go ahead and implement it right now, but what I'm saying is I'm going to share you some best practices that I have learned over the years. It's not that I have these are something I brought it like from thin air. These are things that I learned with my experience with projects that I failed at and things like that. So start small and do a prototype first. Very simple, sounds very logical, but most business owners, teams, I should not say business owners, most teams don't do that. They go all in only to find out that's not the right thing for them. So I recommend start with a small prototype first and check. The next thing is check if you're working with a consultant. Ask for guarantee, ask for results. So you are paying him for results, and if he can't guarantee his results or her results, why do you hire him, right? So you need to ask for guarantees, and they should give it, because if they have confidence in their technology, the technology they're going to use, and themselves, they should be able to guarantee you results. Don't shop for the cheapest option. You get the worst results. So if you're trying to find the cheapest person on the planet to deliver that automation for you, looking at Upwork, looking at other job sites, and you find someone for doing it, you are going to probably end up getting the results that you don't want, right? So that's how it's going to happen. Check if the consultant offers a project-based pricing versus hourly pricing. This is my experience, because most of these projects, they run over, because once they show you something, once the consultant shows you something, idea triggers, you'll say, hey, let's change this, right? I don't want you to get into a project scope creep type thing, but there'll be changes, there'll be tests that you do, and your users give you feedback. So it all adds up when you do an hourly project instead you a value-based project. Let's say, what is this automation saving for you, right, or mean to you, and then give a percentage of it to the consultant, right? So if you have multiple processes to automate, go live with one before you start the next project. I have seen many, I have done any implementation where the client wants everything to be done before they go live. That's a big no-no, and it's going to fail miserably, and I have done it in the past. You have to go live so that the users start using the new system. They give you the feedback, so you can incorporate that feedback into the next one. So what I mean to say is, you have to be agile. So you have to be able to run something in parallel, take the lessons, implement in the next version, or the next thing that you want to automate. So those are the 5 best practices for implementing the automation in your accounting firm. So with that, with that best practices in place, so we have covered a lot. So let me jump on to the last one, and then we are going to do a recap of what we have covered. So the last thing is measure the results. So if you fail to measure the results, your entire automation initiative will fail. So there are a bunch of ways to do it. So one of the stories I recollect with, one of the things that I recollect with measuring the results is a project where I worked for so long, and everything kind of looked fine. We thought like we are adding value. We thought, I was it's not a consulting project, it was in my corporate job. So on this project I was working for so long. We were automating, it has to do with deployment automation. The code is being deployed, the app is getting generated, everything looks cool, right? So what we found at the end is, the app is very small, the automation engine that we built is very good. It's just that it was much more easier to do it manually. Our automation helped save them nothing, right? So we didn't measure it. That's the reason we failed. So our automation didn't fix anything there. It's just that we wasted so much time, because even the manual deployment or manually trying to do that was taking only like 15-20 minutes, and our automation was taking like a little over that. So there is no value we added. And reason we failed at that is we didn't measure. So it's very important for you to measure the results. So what you do, so create a before and after comparison sheet with data points. That's one way to do that. If you have an analytics solution like Zoho Analytics, use comparison charts to track the results. I strongly recommend Zoho Analytics for any business and every business, so that you understand where things are going. So user feedback is critical, as the adoption is the key to the success of a new project. So user adoption, if the users say, hey, we're not going to use this, or we're going to use this, we like this, we like that, we don't like that, you have to take the feedback seriously, because if the users don't adopt the product, there's no product or the solution, there's no way for you to force them. So make sure collect user feedback and keep making those changes. So those are the 5 points. So let's quickly recap on what we have covered. So why you need to invest in the automation, how to set measurable automation outcomes for automation, identify the automation type suitable for your outcomes, how to pick the right automation strategy, best practices for implementing automation, ways to measure automation results. So here's the thing, in this 30 minutes I can't cover everything in the 45 minutes or 35 minutes that we are going to spend out here. I have an exclusive offer for you, so we can continue working together moving forward. It's exclusive, it's only available on this webinar, on this masterclass. So shall I go ahead and share it with you? So with your permission, if you give me permission to share it, I'm going to share a very special offer that I have put together just for you. So here's the thing, the ultimate automation startup kit. I call it this because I'm going to give you everything you need to get started with automation. It's an all-inclusive automation implementation strategy. So what we are going to do with this? So first thing is I do a 360 review of your IT infrastructure, understand your current technology stack, review the data storage plan, security plan, comprehensive IT strategy is what we are going to get out of that particular exercise. That itself is like a $500 value that I'm giving you, right? So next thing is business process and systems review. So what are the processes you have for all major functions? Identify and document any gaps is again a pure $500 value. If you really ask outside for consultant to do it, that's how they're going to charge, or even more. So the next thing that we're going to do is automation requirements and strategy. So I want to identify automation opportunities in your accounting firm and build a complete tailored automation strategy just for your business, your accounting firm. And that's again a $500 value. Finally, I'm going to share you a step-by-step implementation plan on how we are going to get the results that I promise you. So that's another strategy, another $500. So total value is $2,000 that I'm going to give you right today. But I'm not going to charge you $2,000. All I'm going to do is ask you to pay one low price of $127. That's it, and that covers my my costs on getting all these products and pre-building these POCs. It doesn't cover my time. I am saying it covers the cost of all these products that I maintain. That's it. My time is free for you, for a limited time, so that I can show you some results. All it covers is the product cost that I have, all these products that I use to deliver outstanding services to my clients. That's all it does. and not, it doesn't cover like a full month, it just covers a week, week of my software product cost. But yeah, that's like that's like something that I'm giving away. So yeah, so it's all you have to do is to pay $127. The link for the pay, for registering to this program is in the description below. So go ahead, click on that link, register, and then I'll connect with you, and then we can get started. So I'm so excited for me to be able to help you with automation and get the results that my other clients got. And here's, at the end of the day, I mean, forget $127, forget everything. At the end of the day, all I want you to ask you is, will you let go of an opportunity that can transform your accounting firm? All I'm saying is that what we want? No, right? So all I'd ask for you is to give this, commit and give this a try. There's nothing to lose, right? The entire opportunity, you only have opportunity, and the work is done by me. All you have to do is give it a try, and if you don't see the results, which is unlikely, like they say, right, in an unlikely event of of plane crashing like that, it's an unlikely event of me not delivering the results, you can always take the money back. You can always part ways, and but stay in connection. So go ahead, click on the link, sign up for this project, sign up for this to start up your automation. I'm going to deliver all these things for a one low price of $127 right today. So click on the link and make the payment so we can get started. And the reason I want that payment to be made is I want to be able to see how serious my client is to achieve results, because I have done the stuff for free and no one cared. They started, they stopped. So only when there's a commitment, financial commitment, people tend to take action. So that's the reason for asking that. Otherwise, I would have done it for free for you anyway. So I quickly ran through this webinar. So here's the thing: if you want to set up some time with me, right? Again, the link is in the description where you can set up some time with me. So go ahead and do that, and then we can get started. Thanks for watching this video, and thanks for watching this masterclass. I hope you got some value. If yes, click on the like button, and then go ahead and join me with Ultimate Automation Startup Kit. So go ahead, purchase it, and then we'll jump in and crush your competition. Thank you.